Wafa, thank you so much for your time, and we all pray for the safety of the Palestinians who are suffering from the plight of Israel. Moving on to the questions, ये बताइएगा कि इस वक्त गजा की सिचुएशन क्या है, कितना नुकसान हो चुका है अब तक इस्राएली बमबारी से?
Yeah, actually, first of all, thanks for having me. And in fact, what is going on here in occupied Palestine, in particular in the besieged Gaza Strip, really, we can describe it literally as genocide, as ethnic cleansing. Like the Israeli occupation warplanes, they have continued its bombardment across the Gaza Strip for the 4th consecutive days, and we are talking here about hitting residential buildings, hitting homes, shops, banks, and pharmacies, everything. They target anything, they mean really to destroy the infrastructure of the Palestinian, of the Gaza Strip in particular. And actually regarding the Palestinians who got massacred in the Israeli airstrike, we have nearly 700 Palestinians got massacred, including 300 kids and women, and also nearly 4,000 Palestinians also got injured in these aerial attacks on the besieged Gaza Strip. And also not all of that, we have nearly more than 137,000 Palestinians. They have already been displaced because the Israeli occupation forces, they just hit their homes and leveled them to the ground. So of course they have to leave the area for another place, for another, and here I can tell you that in the besieged Gaza Strip we don't have shelters, we don't have resorts, we don't have sirens. We only have our homes to protect us, because every one of us here in Gaza is a direct target to the Israeli warplanes and the drones. They target the people, actually, the places and the areas indiscriminately. And here we are talking about Gaza, the people may think that it's a country or a big country or something. It's just a tiny area in occupied Palestine. It is only 360 kilometers square, and the population nearly 2 million. And when we talk about aerial attack on those people, which is considered, the area is considered the most densely populated area in the world, so this means that the destruction will be massive destruction, in fact. And they mean actually to turn Gaza into a ghost, area, because in fact, if you just receive some footages from the Gaza Strip, we have so many beautiful areas and buildings. They leveled all of the towers over all of the buildings in Gaza City and in other areas. They leveled them to the ground, that just to cause massive destruction and to prove to their people that they harm the Palestinian people. And I just want also to mention something regarding the humanitarian situation and regarding the health situation here in Gaza. Before this attack on the besieged Gaza Strip, the health sector really suffered from a severe shortage of critical medication, disposal, medical equipment, and fuel. Because of the Israeli blockade that has been imposing in the Gaza Strip since 17 years and so far. So before that, the health sector is on the brink of collapse. We don't have so many hospitals here.
Right.
But now with this aggression, it has further worsened the situation here. So that's why
there are unending stories of the atrocities committed by the Zionist regime. बता रही थी वफा, ये बता रही है नाज़रीन कि ये एक नस्ल कुशी है, इसको सिर्फ हमला ना समझा जाए। 4 दिन से मुसलसल बमबारी जारी है। रिहायशी इमारतें हों, अस्पताल हों, मेडिकल स्टोर्स हों, ग्रॉसरी स्टोर्स हों, कोई भी ऐसी जगह जहाँ पे कोई इमारत नज़र आती है अगर इसराइली बमबारों को, तो वो उसको तबाह कर देते हैं। 700 से ज़ायद फ़लस्तीनी फ़िलहाल शहीद हो चुके हैं, बिला तफरीक मारा जा रहा है। उन्होंने कहा कि गज़ा कोई मुल्क नहीं है, गज़ा एक बहुत ही छोटा सा इलाका है जहाँ पे 20 लाख लोग रहते हैं। 360 किलोमीटर रेडियस का ये इलाका, जहाँ एक बहुत ही छोटा इलाका होता है और 20 लाख लोगों का रहना, इसका मतलब यह है कि इंतहाई गुंजान आबाद इलाका है। और जब बमबारी की जाती है, बिला तफरीक बमबारी की जाती है, तो इसका मतलब है जिसका जो कोलेट्रल है, इसका जो नुकसान है वो बहुत ज़्यादा होता है। बार बार उन्होंने अपील भी की है कि इंटरनेशनल सोसाइटी इसका नोटिस ले। मूविंग ऑन टू आवर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, वफा, इस वक्त ये बताइएगा कि आपके यहाँ खुराक की किल्लत का किस हद तक सामना है? क्या कोई एक रास्ता ऐसा है जहां से खुराक गजा की पट्टी तक पहुंचाई जा रही हो? वाटर सप्लाई यानी पानी की फराहमी का क्या सिलसिला है?
Yes. In fact, you know that here, because we only have just very few hours of electricity, we have just very few hours of water supplies here, because like the generators, of course, it's not working right now, so it affects most of the lives of the Palestinians here. We don't have like water all of the time in our homes, and even like the shops and the markets are really closed. Just very few shops are only open, because like the people, like most of them, you know, they gather with their families, because like, you know, the Israeli occupation warplanes, they just target the Palestinians while they are in their homes. So many families got massacred. The entire families actually got massacred, because like just an hour ago, like a colleague, she is a journalist as well, and she has 3 children. So they pumped her house and she got killed along with her children. You know, it's really painful to hear such news from colleague. She is a journalist. Also, yesterday they hit also a building which housed many media offices, and the 3 of our colleagues they got died or got murdered during this airstrike. So since the beginning of this airstrike on the besieged Gaza Strip, nearly eight journalists
Let me just translate this to the viewers who are listening. You, वफा, उन्होंने कहा कि चंद घंटे बिजली आती है, चंद घंटे के लिए सिर्फ पानी आता है, जो कि अब वो भी आना बंद हो गया है। घरों में बैठे लोगों को टारगेट किया जा रहा है। उन्होंने अपनी एक सहाफ़ी कुलीग की एग्जाम्पल दी। 3 बच्चे थे उनका घर जो है वो बम से मार के तबाह कर दिया गया। वो खुद भी शहीद हुई, उनके बच्चे भी शहीद हुए। एक पूरी बिल्डिंग को टारगेट किया गया जहाँ पे मीडिया के नुमाइंदे मौजूद थे। इसराइल ये चाहता है कि कोई भी ऐसी बात जो कि गजा के ऊपर जो जिस तरह से जुल्म किया जा रहा है वो मीडिया के जरिए अक़वाम आलम तक ना पहुँचे। What are your thoughts about the people in Gaza? And do you think that what Hamas did was justified? सवाल मेरा यह है कि जो हमास ने किया, क्या वो ठीक था? क्या गजा के लोग क्या समझते हैं कि हमास के किए का उनको भुगतना पड़ रहा है? वफा,
Yeah. Actually, like you know, like the occupation actually mean to harm the people and to cause so many destruction and to cause so many people to be dead or killed. It's because they want the people to say enough for the resistance. They want the people to kneel and surrender, because they know that the Palestinians here are the ones who protect the resistance as well. And you know, like when you heard, like in the first day, in the very beginning of this operation, when the Palestinians here like saw the news and heard the news about the resistance groups and what did they do, actually everyone like celebrate, you know, we like you can see the fireworks and everyone in the streets celebrating this thing, because finally at the end somebody act and try to stop this occupation, try to stop this brutality and this oppression from the Israeli occupation authorities. So really the people here salute the resistance and respect them, and I don't know whether you saw, if you watch like some of the videos that we released on social media. Like there is a man yesterday, a father. He was holding his daughter in his head, in his hands. You know, she is dead. You know, and he said while he was holding his slain daughter, he said that whatever you do to our people, to our family, we will never surrender. You will never harm us. It's for the sake of Allah. We will keep going. We will keep supporting the resistance. So this is just one example, and I can tell you, like when I go and interview some people, I hear like that we are not gonna surrender. We had enough. Enough is enough from the occupation. Like since nearly 75 years, the Palestinians here have been like subjecting or witnessing from Israeli oppression and subjugation and apartheid against the people in all Palestine, not only in Gaza. And we used, as Palestinians, we used all the ways possible in order to free our land, to protect our people.
वही थी कि हम खुद की हिफाजत कर रहे हैं। सवाल मेरा यही था कि क्या हमास ने जो किया वो जस्टिफाइड है? उन्होंने कहा कि हम खुद की हिफाजत कर रहे हैं, ये हमला नहीं था, ये हमारी अपनी हिफाजत थी। हम पे ये बीत रहा है पिछले 75 सालों से, और अगर हम ये ना करते तो जिस तरह से इस्राइली ऑक्यूपेशन यानी जिस तरह से गजा के इलाकों पे कब्जा किया जा रहा है, हम कहाँ जाते? ये ज़रूरी था। उन्होंने कहा कि जब हमला हुआ तो लोग बाहर निकल आए, उन्होंने सड़कों पर आके जश्न मनाया, उन्होंने सेलिब्रेशन की नाज़रीन, और उन्होंने ये भी कहा कि हम इस रेजिस्टेंस को सैल्यूट करते हैं। मिसालें दी उन्होंने कुछ लोगों की, जैसे कि एक बाप अपनी मुर्दा बच्ची को लेकर जा रहा था, ये मिसालें भी उन्होंने दी हैं। अब यहाँ पे एक और सवाल जो कि मैं वफा से करना चाहूँगा कि हमास ने हमला तो कर दिया, तो हमास की डिफेंस स्ट्रेटजी क्या थी, या क्या लगता है कि क्या है? ऐसा तो नहीं कि हमास ने एक हमला किया और फिर आपको जो है वो इसराइली बमबारों के रहमो करम पर छोड़ दिया। इसराइल की एग्जिट स्ट्रेटजी या डिफेंस स्ट्रेटजी क्या है वफा?
Actually, so far there is no negotiation, and they still, so sorry for this. The European and the Western country, and even some Arab countries, they support Israel, and they condemn what they call the Palestinian terrorism, but they never condemn the Israeli terrorism against the Palestinian people. They don't know that we have 5,000 Palestinians held in the Israeli occupation jails, and they are subject to all kinds of brutality and torture in the occupation jails, and many of the Israeli officials incited to kill and to humiliate.
That is very ironic and full, and the agony that which you have gone through is something which is unprecedented. Thank you so much वफा कि आपने टाइम निकाला। अल्लाह ताला फ़लस्तीनियों पे अपना करम रखे, अल्लाह ताला फ़लस्तीनियों को इस मुश्किल घड़ी से निजात दिलाए और हौसला दे।